Live action coming at you from Carroll High School. This is more fifth grade football. We've got Dragon Youth White hosting Bobcat Blue. This is Trey Bell with Tradio. And we'd like to thank our sponsors here for Dragon Youth Football Live as they flash across the screen. We've got a big slate of football. This is game 2 of a 5-game set. Bringing it to you live from Carroll High School. Folks, we hope you join us for the other games today. This is our 12:30 game, Bobcat Blue versus Dragon White. At 2:30, we've got 6th grade action, which is also Bobcat Blue versus Dragon Black 6th grade. At 4:30, we've got 6th grade Dragon Green hosting Lantana. And then we got a nice match tonight at 6:30, which is the 6th grade Dragon White team that have won the NTFL championship the last 2 years, hosting a tough Bobcat Black team, Trophy Club. Thanks for joining us on DYF Live. We've got kickoff coming in a few moments. It looks like on our game here, Bobcats have won the toss, and I think they will be receiving. Sponsors. We didn't have a pregame show before the game tonight. We'd like to thank FRISCO'S GRILLE for being our pregame show sponsor. Next week we'll have some live clips from previous week's games. Bring some action to live kickoff. FRISCO'S GRILLE opening kickoff. The outside tackle by his own man, really. Number 11 got in his way, but number 16 from Bobcats Blue was down to make a play, and the Dragons will have the ball first down on their own 45-yard line. First period of action. Back to the Dragon quarterback. He throws a backwards pass to number 20, who catches it, gets outside, but Bobcat Blue is waiting there in the flats to make the tackle. 2 Bobcats had a bead on the receiver as he tried to break out to the outside. He got back to the line of scrimmage. Risky play by the Dragons that time because the receiver was behind the quarterback when the pass was thrown. So if he drops the ball, it's basically a fumble. Here we go, the 4 wide for the Dragons, a single running back setback. Hand off to that running back. Great blocking by the Dragons here. Running back's got a fullback's number 20. Number 20. Carver for the Dragons here. Great run. Get up to the 45-yard line of the Bobcats. So the Dragons have something going on here right at the top side of the game. Dragons are in the home white jerseys for this game. Bobcats are in the dark jerseys with the shiny helmets. Snap over the quarterback's head. He falls on it. It'll be a loss of about 11 yards. Those are the kind of things that you're going to expect in the first game of the season, as both teams will be ironing out the kinks. The biggest improvements are made between game 1 and game 2 at every level of football, so even 5th grade. So the Dragons face a 2nd and 20 situation. The Dragons load up on the right side, trips to the right, 2 slots, a wide out with single coverage on the top side. There's a pass to number 21, and he fails to make it back to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he may have lost a yard. So the Bobcats defense after that first play have been pretty stingy, and a little bit of self-inflicted wounds by, you need to run the clock, self-inflicted wounds by the Dragons. Dragons get into a formation. It's quarterback Reed. Nice job by number 13. Still on his feet. Makes it almost to midfield. The Dragons are going to have a decision here with 4th down and 16. Man-for-man basis. Bobcats look like they got a pretty sizable team out there. 5th grade action. Dragons signal the play in. 2 stacked running backs, really slot receivers. They're wide out on the top side, single running back setback. Quarterback with the ball, hits him in the flats. Bobcats are there to take down the running back for a loss of 4. Ball will go over on downs. And the Bobcats have 1st and 10, 45 Dragons. Check 1. Check. Bobcats have got several guys in the backfield. The officials let it go this play. It looked like easily could have been a flag for 5 guys in the backfield on that particular play. Bobcats send a motion man to the top side. People jumped all over the place. Flags are on the ground, and we're going to have encroachment on the defense. As soon as number 85 for the Bobcats took off to the right in motion, it pulled the Dragon team across the line of scrimmage. And the Bobcats will be the beneficiary of a 5-yard walk-off. 2nd down and 3. Snap to the quarterback. It's going to be quarterback outside. Wildcat action. The Dragons did a great job getting to the outside, tracking the running back. No gain on the play. Maybe lost 2 yards. Let's call it 3rd down and 6. 3rd and 6 for Bobcats here on their opening possession of the first period. Snap back to the quarterback for the Bobcats. He muffles it, picks it up, drives ahead for a yard. 4th down, this Dragon defense is looking pretty tough here in the opening quarter of action. 4th down and 5. This is a big play coming up. 4th down and 5. Bobcats have the ball on the 40-yard line of the Dragons. This is 5th grade football action live from Carroll High School. Dragon Youth Football Live, DYF Live, powered by Tradio. Well timed. Looks like the officials might get number 15 for, is that number 15? No, number 7 for jumping across the line a little too quick. It's going to be a 5-yard walk-off against the Dragons. I believe it's going to be a first down for Bobcats. Yeah, the officials do signal the first down. That's unfortunate. He was like a half a notch too fast on getting across. First and 10 for the Bobcats. Direct snap to the quarterback, number 23 for the Bobcats. Tackle made by number 24 on the Dragons, McCurry. McCurry with a big play for the Dragons. It's going to be 2nd down and 8. 2nd and 8. Snap back to number 4. He gets it out to the flats to 15. Great pursuit by the Dragons. First guy turning back inside. It's going to be a pickup of about 2 by the Bobcat Blue. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 5. 3rd and a long 5 for the Bobcat Blue team from Trophy Club. The Dragons have number 20 at safety, Sarver. Number 11 outside, Allen. And it looks like number 5 on the, either 5 or 6 on the top side, Langston. So that's the guys that are trying to hem in the Bobcat Blue team and keep the pursuit going back to the middle of the field to the linebackers. Snap back to 23 for the blue team. He finds an opening and squirts forward for, let's call it 3 yards. 4th and 2. Dragon team's played pretty aggressive so far. I would be very surprised if we don't see some kind of blitz here. A run blitz, bringing everybody up through the gap. Bobcat Blue has got the play in. They're in their huddle. The Blue Bobcats break the huddle. One guy in the backfield. This is going to be a power quarterback run over the right side. Somebody started moving. Let's see if the officials caught it. They did. Illegal procedure on the Bobcats blue. It looked like the stacked running back behind the right guard actually started forward before the ball was snapped. And the officials were right on the spot. Be a 5-yard walk-off. Let's say fourth down and 7. 4th and 7 for Bobcat blue on the Dragons' 32-yard line. Into the first quarter. That'll flip the field. And we'll have a better viewpoint, actually, of the Dragons defending on this play. When we come back, it'll be 4th down and 7 for Bobcat blue on the Dragons' 32-yard line. Fourth down, and the Bobcats had the play called. We had 2 high safeties, and they had a tight end splitting the safeties. Ball went in and out of his hands, and the Dragons will take over on their own 32 to try to flip the field here. We got second quarter action. This is 5th grade football, live from Carroll High School, the 9th and 10th grade campus. Fantastic looking field. This is new turf, and I think we have new bleachers being put in just to the right of us here at the press box. The Dragons call timeout for a water break. One minute for the timeout. The officials let the Dragons know this is not a official hydration timeout. I think they probably have at least one of those per half at the discretion of the officials. And I believe initially the Dragons were thinking that that's what they were able to talk the official into, but not the case. And so you got a bunch of kids and fathers running down to grab water bottles and keep that Dragon team hydrated. I'm assuming the Bobcats did the same thing. Biggest enemy today is the sun and the heat. It's not the team across the football from you. Okay, here we go. We got 1st and 10. Dragons looked pretty good on the first series. They had one snap that went over the quarterback's head and got him in negative territory behind the sticks. Let's see what they do here on the opening play of this series. Snap back, handoff to the running back. He's not going to make it past the line of scrimmage. Let's call it a 0 gain, and it'll be 2nd down. Great time, great play that time by the Bobcat. That was number 13, Willick, with the run around the left side. It's going to bring up 4th down for the Dragons on their own 32-yard line. 4th down and 10. Ball snapped back. Once again, ball went over number 20's head. Some self-inflicted wounds by the Dragons here. Dragons got to hunker down here. This is 2nd down for Bobcat Blue. They've got power I formation. Excuse me, that's a 2 running back set in the backfield. There's a pass to the flats.
Watch the ball,
He had one Bobcat receiver, had 2 Dragon defenders out there in coverage. Well done by the Dragons. 3rd down and 9. A long 9. Ball just inside the 20-yard line. So let's call it 19 on the edge of the 19. 3rd down and 9 for the Bobcat Blue.
Watch the ball. Marching.
Touchdown. Number 43 for the Bobcats, Jackson, with the reception and the touchdown. So the Dragons hold on the PAT. There's a kickoff, and we've got received by number 15 for the Dragons. Stays on his feet, breaks through a couple tackles. A nice 20-yard return by number 15. That's Hilton. Hilton for the Dragon White team. This is our Del Frisco's drive of the day by Dragon White. First down on their own 49-yard line as they respond to the opening score from the Bobcat Blue team. Substitutions from the sideline. The Dragon coaches signaling the play, and all the Dragons look at their wristbands. Two stacked running backs, a single offset running back in the back. There's a pass by the quarterback to the flat. It was kind of a reverse pass or a backwards pass, and the Bobcats were there to make the big play. That was number 15, Gossett, for the Bobcats that made the play in the backfield. Dragons need a big play here. They've got trips to the left, and the Bobcats have not extended the defense to cover them. Now the Bobcats roll a safety over. Oh, that leaves that topside receiver wide open for a post. Let's see if the Dragons find it. Has a great catch and run by number 20. For the Dragons. Number 20 for the Dragons, Sovereign. Has a great catch and run by number 20. Feed Store Barbecue instant replay. For the Dragons. Sovereign makes the catch, makes two guys miss, and gets upfield. Number 13, shuck and jive. It didn't pay off this time. The Dragons are going to be faced with 4th and 5 on this Del Frisco's drive for glory. Four minutes to go. Four minutes to go in quarter 2. Snap back to number 13, the quarterback. He rolls to the right. Doesn't see anybody downfield, decides to run it himself. Looks like he's got the yards for a first down. A nice keeper play around the right side by number 13, Willick. Simple snap back to the quarterback. He rolled out to the right. He was looking for his deep receiver who was covered down the seam. The running back started blocking. The quarterback stayed with it and picked up 6 yards for a first down to move the sticks for the Dragons. On this Del Frisco's drive for glory. Del Frisco's GRILLE in Southlake. There's the ball. Reverse pass back to number 20. He almost lost the ball there on the tackle, but he held on to it, went down for a loss of 2. And the Dragons are going to be faced with 2nd and 12 from their own 42-yard line. Excuse me, from the Bobcats' 42-yard line. Snap to the quarterback. There's a handoff to number 20. He's looking for running room. He got the edge on the right side, but I see a flag in the backfield. We're going to have an illegal block on the right side. Block in the back by the green team. And the nice run by the quarterback is going to be brought back with a 10-yard walk-off from the spot of the foul. Big play coming on this Del Frisco's GRILLE drive for glory by the Dragons. 3rd down, snap back. He's got a man wide open. The ball is, oh, yes, bounced off his hand. Let's see what the officials say. Catch, 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 catch. The officials call it a catch. The receiver had his hand under the ball. And that was Lineweaver, number 7. For the Dragons, got his hand on the ball, popped the ball up in the air, and ended up catching it with 2 hands. It's going to bring up 4th down and 10. 4th and 10. Dragons get back to the original line of scrimmage. Let's see what's in the playbook for 10 yards. Timeout by the Dragons. 35 seconds to go in the 2nd quarter. Dragons face a 4th and 10 on their 40. 4th and 10. Del Frisco's Grill drive for glory here by the Dragons at the end of the second period. Dragons have trips to the right. Snap back to number 13. He rolls to the right. He's looking for the man out. Oh, great defensive play by the Bobcats. Rolls to the right. He's looking for the man out. Oh, great defensive play by the Bobcats. That was number 23 for the Bobcats, who laid out and got two hands on the football. I think the intended receiver was number 7 for the Dragons, Lineweaver, who was doing a deep out cut at the first down stick. And it was just a great defensive play by number 23 from the Bobcats. .27 seconds to play. We're going to have a substitution penalty. Substitution infraction on the Bobcats. It'll back it up 5 yards. If the Dragons can somehow pull off a turnover here, be a big play. Ball was rolled back by the center. There's a pass. 2 Bobcat receivers, but neither of them able to track it down. 21 seconds to go in the second period. And the Dragons looks like there was a penalty that I didn't realize there was something called. We're going to replay first down, 15 yards deeper. Snap back to the quarterback. Dragons are on him. It's going to be a sack in the backfield, and the Dragons are going to take some momentum into halftime. Hold on. 10 seconds to play. Who's got timeout? Somebody called timeout. I guess the Dragon team did. Going to be 3rd down. Third down and long. I'm sure the Dragons will load up and bring all the pressure that they can. put a couple of their fastest kids in the secondary, almost like a prevent defense. But I don't think they want that Bobcat quarterback to be able to release the ball on the play here. So that's what you get when you run a pass on third down deep in your own territory, put pressure on him, and the ball is dropped. Now Bobcats are going to have to do something here on fourth down with 6 seconds to play. I suppose they can run around in a circle for 6 seconds, but as soon as the running back is down, the ball's turned over to the Dragons. I could see a way that the Dragons will end up getting another play here in the second quarter. Let's see what happens. Fourth down. Ball's down. 2 seconds to play. The Dragons will have the football and be able to run one play. Some interesting clock management here at the fifth grade football field on opening day. Bobcats elect to throw a pass on third down. So I don't know if the coach, how close they were looking at the play here in the middle of the second quarter. But when the Dragons had a guy split to the top side and trips to the left side, the Bobcat team rolled their safety over to the trip side and left the deep post wide open for the top side receiver. Single safety high by the Bobcats. 2 cornerbacks. Snap to number 13. He throws deep. He's got a receiver down there. It's off his fingertips. We're at halftime, folks. Your score for halftime is Bobcat Blue 6, Dragon White 0. We've got 45 seconds left to go in the halftime break. And then we'll be back to live action here. This is the 12:30 game, or DYF football. This is DYF Live, powered by Tradio. Dragon White 5th grade is hosting Bobcat Blue 5th grade. Bobcats had a long pass, well, a 20-yard pass to number 43. Let's see what number 43. Long pass to 43 Jackson in the first period for a touchdown. The Dragons held on the PAT, and that's where we stand. Some movement on the field, but big defensive plays by both teams and self-inflicted wounds. The Bobcats will receive the kick here to start the second half. We're waiting for the teams to line up for live action. Number 21 for the Dragon team will do the kicking duties. Looks like number 21, Young, for the Dragons will kick off. Now, in our last game, we had some interesting lineups by the kicking crew. It looks like these Dragons, the Dragon White team, may be considering the same thing. Got number 3 by the ball, but number 21 is the guy who put the ball on the tee. They're both on different sides of the football, essentially set up for an onside kick to either side. We've got one official in position, 2, 3, 4 officials in position. There's the whistle. Number 3 raises his hands, drops them, and there's an onside kick, and the ball is down, and Bobcat Blue recovers it. The ball took a bounce, went off number 42's hands, number 82's hands for the Blue. Ended up on the turf, and then one of the Bobcats jumped on it here. And they'll have the ball 1st and 10 on their own 45, 46-yard line. This is our Urban Air Defensive Series of the week for this Dragon White team. The opening series of the second half. And the Dragon team ends up having to burn a timeout here. A little bit of a substitution issue. Coach hits a knee on the sideline to show everybody where they're supposed to go. Got a day where heat is the biggest enemy of all the players. Got about 6 Dragon White kids underneath the tent on the sideline with water, and I'm assuming there's Gatorade out there. Maybe not, though, on the new turf field. Looks like the defensive coordinator has instructed everyone on where they should be lined up and configured and aligned with the offensive formation by the Bobcat Blue team. The Dragons look like they're in a 4-4 defense. Snap back, incomplete pass. Dragons were up under the quarterback's arm nowhere for him to go with the throw. In fact, I'm pretty sure his elbow hit the helmet of one of the Dragons on the way down. Second down. 2nd and 10 on the Urban Air defensive series of the game.
Come on, Shane Aubrey. Eyes on the ball.
23 back again. There's throw to number 82. He catches the ball. He's on the sideline. Makes one man miss. He's brought down by number 5. Number 5, Langston, making a touchdown saving tackle for the Dragon White team on the Urban Air defensive series of the game.
Good job, Shane.
The sticks say first down. It looks like it's going to be second. There's a pass. Nice catch. Excuse me, that was number 43, Langston. Nope, Jackson. The sticks say first down. You can see on our feed store barbecue like instant replay. Second, there's a pass. Number 23 for the Bobcats rolled to the right. Nice catch. And Langston out there to pick up the catch. Snap back to 23. Goes around the left side. He's going to make about 3 yards, maybe 4. Bring up second down. Dragon White going to have to flex their muscles here against Bobcat Blue on the Urban Air defensive series of the game. Movement. Number 4 moved before the snap. A little too excited about the play.
Back him up.
A 5-yard walk-off. It'll be second down and 12 for the Bobcat team. Third down for the Bobcats, 3rd and 9 here on the Dragon 10-yard line. 23 rolls to his right. The receiver wasn't really looking for the ball on that one. I think that was probably a design quarterback rollout. The quarterback anticipated the receiver being an available option. And the receiver thought he was supposed to block, I guess. 4th down. Fourth down. Dragons need a big play here on the Urban Air defensive series of the game. Snap back. There's 4 Dragons with pressure. Good defense in the end zone. Who was that? Number 20. Sarver, number 20, Sarver, in the corner of the end zone. Great position against the offensive player. Had inside position, jumped up, knocked the ball away. And the Dragons hold on the Urban Air defensive series of the game to take over. 1st and 10 Dragons on their own 10-yard line. Dragons rush the play. Ball snapped over the quarterback's head. It's going to be a loss of about 8. All the way back to their 2-yard line, 3-yard line, 2nd down. Dragons take timeout. Try to figure out a play to call here to get out of the shadow of their own goalpost. In NCAA college football today, Ohio State leads Cincinnati 35-0. They are in the 3rd quarter. Iowa 27, Rutgers 0, Utah 21, Northern Illinois 17. That game's at halftime. A big game down in College Station today. Kicks off at 2:30 p.m. Texas A&M and Clemson. Alabama takes on New Mexico State at 3 p.m. And I think you're up to date. Back to live action on the field. 2nd down. The Dragons have a long way to go. Looks like the Bobcats are spread out. Trips to the right by the Dragons. No, number 20 goes back to the other side. You got a quarterback and a single running back set back in the backfield. 2 slots and 2 wideouts. Man coverage by the Bobcat team. There's a snap. The receiver's still on his feet. We've got flags on the ground. I think we're going to end up having encroachment on the defense. And of course, the officials are letting them run the play. Third down. Oh, no. Looks like the Bobcats make a sack. The officials are going to spot the ball on the 1 yard line, where the Bobcats will have it 4th down and a lot from their own 1. Actually, looks like the half-yard line. Don't know if they have any plays in the book for this. But here we go. Safety. It's a tough break for the DYF white team. They're going to end up having to kick the ball off from the 25-yard line. Excuse me, from the 20-yard line after the safety. Bobcats 8, Dragon White 0. We've got 3 minutes to go in the third period. This is a free kick. For the Dragon White team, let's see what they elect to do. Once again, I'd like to thank our sponsors for DYF Live. Fast Performance and Fitness, Performance Course, Urban Air, Dick's Sporting Goods, Amy B Designs, Urban Air, and Del Frisco's Grill. And also our on-field trainers, Precision Ortho Express. That's a big tackle on the play by number 56, Ruben, for the Dragons on the right-hand side. Snapback, number 23 slings it out to number 4, makes 1 man miss, 2 man miss, gets ahead of steam and heads up for about an 8-yard pickup. And we'll call it 7 yards. Let's make it 2nd down and 7 for the Bobcat Blue team. Seems like we're hitting 100 out here on the field today. It is really hot. We got kids under tents, and hydration is an issue. The biggest enemy today is the heat. Hopefully these kids stay hydrated. See a lot of volunteers on the sideline making sure that cool towels are staying on necks and water is staying in their hands. 2nd down now. Great pressure by number 13. Number 13 for the Dragons. That's Willick. Willick, number 13 for the Dragons. Came in, looked like that was on a blitz, and he got in front of the quarterback and affected the play. 3rd down, about 3 coming up as the Dragons look to hold the Bobcats after that safety. Well, we got a minute 50 to go in the third period. Fourth down, the Dragons are looking for a big play here. 8-point game, so it's one score. 2-point conversions are allowed in the NTFL. Either a kick with a full rush. Willock with the tackle. Looks like there was a penalty on the play. And the Dragons are going to back him up and make him run it again. Deep pass. Number 43 for the Bobcats with the reception. Jackson with the catch. You can see on our Feed Store Barbecue instant replay, Jackson just streaks down the sideline. The quarterback throws it up. He makes a good catch to get the ball inside of the 15-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Bobcats as they look to add to their lead here. Number 23 off the right side picks up maybe 3-4 yards. Second down. Third down as the Bobcats are trying to move the ball into the end zone. That's bad snap, and the Dragons are back. That's number 23 for the Dragons. Messick, number 23, Messick in the backfield. after the tough snap on the Bobcats. A deep rollout, number 23. He finds a man. Number 13, Powell, for the Bobcat Blue team, with a reception to extend the lead to 14 for Bobcat Blue 5th grade. They'll line up for the PAT. And the Bobcat team is going to place the ball on the 7-yard line, which is a 2-point conversion. If they make the 2-point conversion, it'll be a 16-point lead, which would be a fairly difficult mountain for the Dragons to climb. 2-point conversions are run from the 7-yard line or a full rush PAT kick. Snap back to number 23, falls on the ball. It's a bad snap. Got number 24 for the Dragons in the backfield, McCurry. That's McCurry back there to make a play. So we'll take a look again on the Feed Store Barbecue Instant Replay at the pass for the touchdown. And you can see 23 takes a deep snap here, rolls to the left. Deep rollout, number 23, he finds a man, receiver, loses his cover guy, stays to the inside, and is open for the touchdown. So we're into the 4th quarter, and the Dragons are 2 scores behind. This is DYF Live Football from Carroll High School, powered by Tradio. Dragons snap it back. Oh, that passes over the head of number 11, the intended receiver. Number 11 is Allen. Almost a big play there. Bobcats will take the ball over on the Dragon 35-yard line. We've got 6 minutes and 55 seconds to go. Possession change. There you go. No, I think you wait till they snap. Two running back set for the Bobcats. Handoff to number 82 off the left tackle gap, and a great play in the backfield. Great play by number 25. Kelly with a big play for the Dragons. We'll take a look at that play. Dragons are mounting a comeback. Here's a rollout by number 13. He reverses direction, goes back to the right. He's going to be captured, tackled in the backfield by about 4 different Bobcat defenders. Dragons have 2:56 to go here in the 4th period to make up an 8-point difference. We had some technical difficulties on our stream on a long touchdown run for the Dragons a few moments ago. We're sorry about that, but hopefully you'll join us here for the rest of the 4th period. That was number 20. Sovereign made the big run. How long was it, Isaac? What do you think? 50 or 60 yards. There's a great pass down the field. We've got a flag. It could be pass interference downfield. Let's see what the officials are going to call. There's a flag down. The back judge dropped off. We got holding. We've got holding on the Dragons. So 2nd and 16 is going to turn into 2nd and 26. Or the Bobcat team may decline. Third down, number 21 with pass outside of number 20. A few spin moves, but he's caught in the backfield. We'll bring up 4th down for the Dragons as they look for a miracle here. Pick up 20 yards, 4th and 20. Dragons are going to spend time out and talk about it. Looks like this is going to be it for the Dragons. They got trips to the left. Single coverage on the top side. There's no safety there to cover a 3 receivers running down the field. Pass a little overthrown. The post pattern on the top side was wide open. The Bobcats play a single high safety. And with trips on the right, they rolled the safety over to the coverage and the receiver on the top. was not covered on the inside cut. But that's an item to pick up from the game film on the next time there's a review.
Yeah, for some, they're fine.